Hello there, everyone. Right now, it's 4:01 on Tuesday, January 11th. Dear Leaf is here today. I feel so calm when he's around. If you're in the market for a new plant, you can buy this from the Starts in Plaza. I'm going to get back to supporting you and your enjoyment of the island. Alright, here we are back in Animal Crossing Town. I should be taking a nap right now, because oh boy, oh howdy am I sleepy. Yep. I could easily go to Sleepy Time Junction right now, no problem. But no, I'll stay awake just for you. Baka. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. So today, as you know, we've ran out of things to do. Well, we didn't. I'm just too lazy to actually do any of them. So, today we'll be cleaning out I will be cleaning out the paintings because I got a bunch of fake ones I need to get rid of. But we'll also be getting rid of some of the real ones, or some of, like, real stuff as well. Like, we're going to do a bunch of, like, dump runs today. We'll probably, maybe, possibly sell turnips today. I know today was a turnips day. It was potentially a large spike. It's not guaranteed or anything, but it was potentially. I think it's like a 20% chance, which is terrible, but not improbable. I was gonna say I saw an item. So yeah, we'll see. If not, we sell turnip. We get the next best price. There you are. Oh, it's you two. I didn't know you were both here. Flapdoodle? Do you have a way with words, huh? Well, all my content is pure original Marshall. You're misunderstanding me. I mean, all those hyphenation horse feathers you sprinkle all over everyone. Where do you even come up with stuff like that? Savoring the tangy taste of our local peaches. Don't you agree with a mouthful of peaches on the island is to die for? Oh, mouthfeel. Now you've gone and ruined peaches for everyone in earshot. You guys are a bunch of nerds, you know that? Sydney. Oh, cool. It was actually just straight up Sid. I just realized, looking at our inventory, that the gyroid we must have forgot to water yesterday, because it's only a gyroid piece. I only just realized that now. So yeah, we forgot to water it. Oh, that's funny. Huh. I swear I saw the other snowball, like, up on the mountain. That's, like, the opposite side of the map. Oh, no, I guess it's right there. I swear I saw something up on the mountain, though. Huh, how peculiar. It's peculiar, but not too peculiar, but not too not peculiar. Oh my gosh. I need a nap. I almost went and watched Spider-Man again today. I really need to. I really should watch Spider-Man again. In theaters, at least. And then Eternals comes out tomorrow. And honestly... I'm probably going to watch Eternals again. Maybe not tomorrow, but sometime soon. Because, well, I put it, you know, well, it's the type of movie... My comparison point was Batman v Superman. Where, like, when I saw Batman v Superman, I was like, oh, this is bad. And then over, like, the next, like, year or two, I would occasionally think of the movie and be like, you know what? Actually, that wasn't that bad. That was actually pretty good, wasn't it? Like, it did this. Oh, wow, that actually worked really well. That was good. That was decent. And then I watched the movie again, and it was like, oh, no, this is terrible. Oh, shit. Like, all the good things about Batman v Superman are only good in your, like, mind. Like, they work really well inside your mind. But when you actually watch the movie, it's like, oh, none of this actually works. Like, at all. So, yeah, I don't like Batman v Superman, because... Yeah, I don't, like, conceptually... It works really well. I guess, like, the idea of Batman v Superman is a great one. The actual movie itself, no. It's not the worst thing in the world. But, it was not great. And I have similar feelings about Eternals. When I saw Eternals, I was like, you know what, that was whatever. But the more I've thought about it since then... I've been like, you know what? I actually kind of like that. You know, that was good. That was a good idea. It was interesting that they did that. Oh, wow, I forgot to place that money tree. It's like, that was interesting. That was a neat idea. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. Right? Like, the more in my memory Eternals is, the more I like it. So, of course, I'm horrified that I won't actually like it when I rewatch it. But, yeah, so I'm going to probably rewatch that in the coming days. But yeah, no, the more I think about Eternals, the more I'm like, no, this works, this is good. I think the big problem, like, another correlation between those two is the length. Hey, Sasha. Alright, good luck with that. Yeah, because Batman v Superman is the Ultimate Edition, you know, which, if you're gonna watch it, you gotta watch the Ultimate Edition. Oh, wow, it's right there. Oh my gosh, that's sneaky as hell. The Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman is 3 hours. Eternals is, I want to say 230, maybe even 240. It might even be longer than that. It's one of the longer MCU movies. That and Spider-Man. Spider-Man is also pretty long. Yeah. But like, I don't really feel the length of Spider-Man, and that's what I said about Endgame. Endgame is 3 hours. I don't feel 3 hours. Nope, not one bit. But Eternals, you feel it. Oh boy, do you feel those 3 hours. Or those 2.5+ hours. So I am curious. I'm curious about Eternals again, to see it again. I hope I like it a second time. Like, I hope, like, because I follow some people on TikTok of all places, where they were like, oh no, Eternals is actually really good, and they were like talking it up and how good it is, and I was like, yeah, I can see that, you know, they're raising good points. Yeah, maybe it's better than, like, maybe it is really better, but I'll have to actually watch it and see, because again, I totally tricked myself with Batman v Superman, and even like, yeah, like thinking about it right now, I'm like, no, that was good, that was cool, that was well done. Yeah, no, it's a good movie. And then you actually watch it, and it's just, like, so long. And it's just, it doesn't work. That sucks. Oh my, there's this thing going on TikTok. I don't know if it's just my pages, it might be everywhere's. But this one guy posted, like, secrets. About, like, hey, like, it was about, like, men readjusting their, dicks in their pockets, or it was something like that. And then another person replied on behalf of, like, the Council of Men, talking about how they're like a traitor and they'll be like excommunicated and whatnot. And it kicked off this whole thing that I've been like, I saw the original post like weeks ago. It feels like I saw the original post weeks ago now. Like, well, probably like over a month. But I've been seeing a lot of like, so I saw the original post a while ago. But like in the past like 3 days, it's just been blowing up. Everyone's been talking about this like Council of Men thing. And it's been like the Rogue versus the Council, and oh my gosh, it's again, TikTok was something I was in the same boat with a lot of other people where I'm like, this is stupid. Oh, this is just repackaged Vine. And I didn't even like Vine. I know people liked Vine. Nah, fuck Vine. Didn't like it then. Some of the memes are funny, but no. Hey, it gave us Sungwon, who, like, I credit all of his popularity to Vine. Or at least, you know, what blew him up. And he's amazing. He's so great. Yep. So, yeah, but, yeah, I don't really, like, TikTok was something I was like, no, this is just, oh my god, this is so dumb, all these TikTok dances, these stupid challenges, nah, this isn't for me, like, this is a young kid's game. And then that stupid Star Wars thing day happened. You know, where, like, the guy was like, oh, it's Star Wars Day, and it's my birthday, and this is my girlfriend, and it was like he was taking her hostage. And what came out of that was just one of the greatest things. Like, just, like, the amount of, like, content that got created, just building off that one post was so amazing, and it was so well done as well, and the amount of, like, different directions people took it in. Like, because, you know, it started off with him just, like, giving him an arm with a gun. And then it got more complicated, and eventually, the FBI called in. The president held a press conference about it. It just got more and more complicated. And it was like, and it became like this is real art. Like, this is like some big sort of social thing. I was blown away by that whole thing. Like, that was what made me take TikTok seriously. And then I got into comic book TikTok, and now I've seen that, and I've seen a few other posts like that, where it's like, oh, we're just gonna keep adding to this thing, making it bigger and bigger. But, you know, they never hit the same as the original. But now now I'm seeing this, like, Council of Men thing everywhere, and, like, the warring sides of TikTok. And I find it interesting. I do. I don't know if it's gonna culminate to anything, but I like the idea of, like, everyone taking a side of either the Council of Men or the Rogue, who's trying to expose all their secrets. It reminds me of it reminds me of fucking magicians. Magicians are pompous, arrogant pricks. I thought magic was so cool as a kid, but magicians are pompous, arrogant pricks who have this elitism about them, about, like, oh, we've got to keep the secrets of magic hidden. Fuck that. Nah. And that's why I liked The Masked Magician. I watched that show when I was younger, where he revealed the biggest secrets. And yeah, no, they, like, seriously, like, the people who, like, oversee, like, magicians are, like, they do some weird shit, man. But, yeah, The Masked Magician, and supposedly the reason that show existed was because, he claimed at one point, and I don't know if this is true, part of me is like, oh, it's a really great spin. The other part of me is like, there's no way, that's too good of a spin. That, the reason he did the show is because he felt like magic was getting stale. That magicians were just doing the same tricks over and over again, and it was getting boring. So he purposefully revealed a bunch of their biggest tricks to force them to innovate and do new stuff. And we have gotten some great magicians recently. There's that one guy who I think won America's Got Talent, who was really impressive. And then, like, Penn and Teller, I know, got kicked out of the Magicians Guild or whatever for giving away secrets. But no, fuck the Magicians Guild. And I think they did it for a similar reason. to, you know, force innovation. Because once all the biggest tricks are given up, you gotta make new ones. The haircut makes me think it's real, but the haircut looks decent enough, which is why I know it isn't. But we know for a fact this one is. God, it takes so much effort to scout real and fake paintings. That's the problem, is it takes, like, some real effort to, like, I know, oh, well, you just memorize it, and yeah, fair enough. But you know me, I'm lazy. Plus, I hate how it, like, sometimes it just doesn't, like, you'll click a button and it just won't work. Okay, I want an airplane wall, I'll take that. Yeah, I used to like magic as a kid. Ah, that was so long ago now. I think we have the playground, or, like, this one, but I'll buy it anyways. You know, we're gonna do some cleaning today, I might as well. Yeah, I don't know, there's still a part of me that's like, magic's... You know, like, I know, right, it's like Santa. Santa's not real, but I like the idea of Santa, right? Like, there's still a certain, like, charm to the whole thing. Magic's not real, but there's a certain charm to the whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. That's what's been blowing up. Like, and I've been I've been seeing them the past few days, but especially today, it was just everywhere, and everyone was commenting on it. Honestly, it's got to mix the two together. It kind of reminds me of a How I Met Your Mother joke, because I know in How I Met Your Mother there is the bro code, and Neil Patrick Harris is in the Magician's Guild, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. I guess that's those two things coming together. But yeah, I swear there's, like, a council of men or something in the bro code, or something along those lines. I know there is reference to, like, a chick code, like a female code in the bro code. I don't remember what it is, but I know there's some sort of, like, hint that, hey, this also exists. And, like, even, you know what else it fucking reminds me of? There's a College Humor bit about guys sticking their hands in their pants, and it's like, why did they do that? And then it's revealed that it's because... Okay, I'm giving away the council secrets. The reason guys just stick their hands in their pants is because every guy has a communicator that they can use to communicate with each other. That's why we do it. We have a secret communicator. Yes, I guess I'm on the side of the rebel. You know what? Yeah, screw it. Proletariat liberty. I'm on the side of the rebel. Oh, we got another wolf. Kyle. Okay, whatever. Oh, it's, Pink, Bianca. Whose name I don't remember. Yep, nope, I'm on the side of the rebels. Proletariat liberty. The council must fall. They have held us back, and they have held back progress. There's another good TikTok. There's one, I think it's called Dadsplaining, or it's like woman. The channel, the page, whatever, is like, it's like Dadsplaining or something like that. And they blew up on a few videos about the videos were like explaining like men's behavior to women. And I was like, oh man, these are really, like, good videos. Like, there's one about, like, the sink cup. And, like, why guys do the sink cup. And because they're not trying to piss you off, actually. And it's like, no, this is... I totally do the sink cup. Totally. No, I totally get it. Well, but see, and I think part of the reason I do the sink cup, though, I do the sink knife, for sure, where you, like, balance it on something with the blade up in the air, because, you know, you might make another sandwich, and usually I never make the other sandwich, but just in case. But, yeah, there's a good one, where it's like, oh, where they explain the sink knife and the whatnot. Because I don't, like, do all my dishes, like, I'll cook food, and I won't do my dishes that night. Like, I usually, like, let them pile up a little bit, and then just do them all at once so I can run, like, a full load. And I know, well, oh, you just do them at the time, and then you slowly add them to the dishwasher. Yeah, I get that, but I usually just, yeah, I wait a few days. Like, I wait a few days for stuff to pile up, and then do it. I don't know. But yeah, no, and they do something, like, there's one about, like, keys, where, like, oh, a guy will not put them in, like, the key dish, and if you move it to the key dish, he will never find it, because he thinks like him before he will think like you, and check the key dish, which I have a hook, and it pisses me off so much, because, I have hooks, and, right, me and my roommates, each of our keys are on a hook. My roommates will move my keys to a different... Like, I am specifically the third hook. My roommates will move my keys to, like, the fifth hook every once in a while. And I'm like, why? Why? It's always in the third hook. It infuriates me. That's a petty little gripe, but it does. It does. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but no, I think I said last year I got into TikTok, finally, because, well, the first thing, well, I thought it was, like, really cool. Now, eventually I got into comic book TikTok, and the rest is history. And there's some really cool stuff on there. Like, there seriously is some great stuff on TikTok. Like, I get it. I get why it's like, God, I should be making content. I actually had an idea for, like, content on TikTok that I could do in 3 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And, you know, somebody would watch it. But do I want to do it? Do I want to spend... Oh, we got a rare island. We got a summer island. You can tell because of the summer shells, which I can sell for a lot of money. Not that much, but some money. Because I have so many summer shells already. But yeah... Yeah, that's TikTok. So yesterday we talked about The Crew, The Quest for Planet 9. It's a trick-taking game. I had never actually... Like, I had heard of it, but I finally picked it up recently, and I enjoyed it. Would I say it's one of the best games I've played recently? Probably not, but I haven't played it enough to make that judgment yet. Admittedly, as I keep playing it, maybe I will eventually say that. I see how it has the potential to be. Like, I don't know, because it's deceptively simple, which I think is really interesting. But, so we were talking about The Crew yesterday, and today I get an email from, Bazier Games? I think it's Bazier. Or Bazaar? Whatever. They do One Night Ultimate Werewolf, right? They did One Night Ultimate Werewolf, One Night Ultimate Vampire, One Night Ultimate Alien. Never picked up Superhero. Superhero was more of, like, a remix of, like, some of the best cards from, like, previous expansions just put in one game. And I have all the expansions, so I didn't really need it. I always have it. Like, one day it'll go on, like, sale for, like, half off or something. And I'll be like, yeah, I'll pick it up. But I never really needed it. But I have recommended Superhero. As, like, if you ever want to get into werewolves, I think either picking up the original One Night Ultimate Werewolf or picking up, like, Superhero is the right way to go about it. Because they're, like, the original Werewolf is a very solid schematic, and Superhero has some of, like, the greatest hits from some of the future expansions without, you know, having to worry about, like, the vampire tokens and the alien randomness. But they announced a new game today called Sink or Swim, SYNK, or SYNC, correction, Sink or Swim, and just looking at, so I backed the project basically immediately, because, you know, it's Bizarre Games. I trust them. I've bought some of their other products. Werewords, I didn't even mention. They did Werewords, and that's pretty great. They did Werewolf Extreme. They've done some great stuff. They did 1 week Ultimate Werewolf, which I didn't pick up. But again, it's one of those things that I always, like, if I ever see it on sale, I'll pick it up. Because I'm curious. 1 week Ultimate Werewolf. But yeah, so they did a new, and they do other things as well. There's a pizza one. There's like a, oh gosh, it's like a whistle or something like that. Not the pizza one, it's a different one. They have like a train one. They Cityscape, they have a city one. They do other stuff. But yeah, this new one, and looking through the page, it's The Crew. I mean, it's a trick-taking game. I know, oh, The Crew didn't invent trick-taking games. Obviously. But it's clearly inspired by The Crew. It's their take on The Crew. Right? Like, in the same way, like, Secret Hitler was Cards Against Humanity's take on werewolf, right? Normal werewolf, but kind of the... Yeah, mostly just normal werewolf. In the same way, right? Secret Hitler was Cards Against Humanity's take on that. This seems to be Bazir's game... Bazir. I've always just called them Bizarre, because that always seemed fitting, but I think it's Bazir. This is their take on The Crew. And it's called Sink or Swim, and it seems to be about, like, right, it's like working together. There is an app. I think there's an app for The Crew as well. Like, I didn't mess around with it, but I remember seeing something in, like, the instruction booklet or something like that that hinted at that. A vine garland. Still not what I'm looking for. But yeah, so yeah, they just announced a new game. I think it's like $20, maybe 30 with shipping. Not much at all. Again, I think I picked up The Crew for like 10. And I know the new expansion's like 20. But so 20 is not too bad. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll pick this up. Sure. The Crew, or Sink or Swim. It's a crew-like. A crew-like. God. Oh my god, we gotta talk about fucking... Okay. We'll talk about it in a minute. But something has been getting me riled up on Twitter recently. And I'm like, I keep getting myself involved with it. And I'm so annoyed, because I've seen so many bad takes. So we'll talk about it. But yeah, so the Sink or Swim, I'm like, yeah, this isn't bad. Again, a lot of board games I get usually come from Kickstarter. Because for a while, I was primarily, like I said, Secret Hitler, I picked up on Kickstarter. Exploding Kittens, Kickstarter. Cards Against Humanity, I didn't pick up on Kickstarter, but I had a friend who did. Tapeworm, Binding of Isaac. Cyanide and Happiness, I see there. What else is in here that was Kickstarter? Oh, Magic Puzzle Company, that was Kickstarter. Yeah, I've picked up a few Kickstarters over the years. And oh wait, we're gonna sell those. That's real, I can tell you that right there. And I guess we'll put this away. Oh, we'll put this iron away. But yeah, so I think I picked up One Night Ultimate Vampire and One Night Ultimate Alien on Kickstarter as well. But yeah, so I do a lot of Kickstarters, and I have like 4 board game, because I don't back everything. Usually it's only things that I trust, or things that like one company recommends from like another or something like that, or like one person's like, oh, here's a new cool Kickstarter that you should check out. I don't do everything, and I've probably missed some great stuff. But yeah, I have like 4 Kickstarters in like somewheres in there right now. Specifically, one of them is The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which, oh, that's this year, hopefully. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Because I loved me that Binding of Isaac game. I really should play it more. It's so good. But yeah, so yeah, this Sink or Swim. Just if you're at all interested, boom, that's a thing. I think they're already like more than halfway to their funding goal, which isn't much. 112. Okay, so we didn't have a large spike. We could sell for that price, but I don't think I will. Yeah, I found that interesting, right? Because I hadn't, because it's just, I think it's more like the coincidence of things. Yeah, we're at fluctuating this week. So if I know 112 we can sell for and make money off of, I don't think I will though. But yeah, so it's more just like the coincidence that, hey, I was talking about this yesterday and now boom, we got a new one. I mean, even if I hadn't played the crew, I probably would have backed this anyways, because again, it's again, I always called them bizarre for some reason, even though it's BZ. What is it? BZIER, Bazier. Yeah, for some reason I always just called them bizarre. All right, so we're doing some spring cleaning. We got a bunch of paintings. We got to figure out which ones are real, which ones are fake. We have a ton. Do I even have a painting thing? You know, I'm going to pull up a painting thing. Give me a second. Animal Crossing New Horizons paintings. There's a Polygon article that covers it pretty well, so that's the one I always use. Personally. Oh, that's the hanging... Okay, I know what those are. So we could just do everything and see if we find it. But I think I'm just going to start at wall-mounted and go from there. Okay, so the first one so I'm just gonna, I don't know if there's like a good order to this. I'm assuming, are these all alphabetic? No, they are not. So we can start with the Serene Painting, which this one is real. These two are fake. I don't think we have, oh no, we have 2 copies of the Warm Painting. Both of them are real. I'm gonna have to investigate these 3 to figure out which ones are real. If any of them. So let's just place some art. Yeah, okay. Handheld cam. Fake. 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 All 3 are fake. Because it would be perfectly like a pearl earring. Because the painting's called Pearl Earring. So all 3 of these are fake. Okay, academic painting. This one is real. This one has a coffee stain, so it's fake. This one is real. This one is fake. Because you see they're smaller, and on this one they're bigger. Yes, this one is fake. We don't have any copies of Calm Painting. At least I don't think we do. Nope, we don't. Flowers. The flowery painting is always real. This one, it's all about the artichoke heart, and there's 2 of them, so both of those are real. Both of these are real, the Moody paintings. We're gonna have to examine these, but I think they're both fake. Yeah, they're both fake. Both these Mona Lisas are fake. You can tell by the eyebrows. It's a dead giveaway. Both the scary paintings are real, as a matter of fact. That's interesting. This is always real, the dynamic painting. Scenic painting. Okay, we have one of these. Really? Oh, wait, was I not placing it on... I thought I was... I have to hang on wall. This is fake. There should be another, like, person there. And it's one person short, so that's fake. The moving painting is fake. And God, I had a real one of this and I gave it away. And I kind of regret it because I like that one. Oops. Okay, we got 3 versions of this one. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay, let's take a look, shall we? Fake. Fake. Are all 3 of these fake? Because this person right here, like in the center, should have a hat. No hat. No hat. No hat. Yeah, all 3 of these are fake. Wow, how interesting. I figured at least one of them would be real. These ones are all fake. I can just tell by looking at them because the water spout that they're pouring should be smaller. Like if I hang one of these up. You see how they're like pouring water out of the pitcher? It should be just like a small little stream. Instead it's way bigger. So that one's fake. I don't think I have any copies of the Solemn painting. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, for the boy with the bad hair, this one is real. These 2 are fake. I knew the one with the actually okay-ish looking bangs was the fake one. Right, the one we saw at Red's today was fake. This is the one real one. We don't have the Worthy painting. We don't have a copy of that. We have a copy of the Glowing painting. I actually think I have 2. Because I have one upstairs, as I do. I have one of these in my room. The Common painting, we don't have a copy of. The Sinking painting, we don't have a copy of. And even if we did, it would be real. The Nice painting, I don't think we have a copy of, but it would be real if we did. The Proper painting is a painting I don't even remember having. But if we had one, it'd be real. The Mysterious painting is this one. And it's real. Starry Night, our Twinkling painting is real. Perfect painting is this one, and it's real. The Wild painting left half. There's one I'm missing here. Give me a second. It's this one. Okay, well, let's see if this one's real or fake. I don't know. And then we'll look at the wild things. I don't think it's real just by looking at it. We have turned in a real version of this, but I don't think this one is. Yeah, you can tell, all the flowers should be blue. They're purple. So yeah, that one's fake. And I think that's the last painting in this section anyways. Because if we come over to... Not miscellaneous, we'll get back to that. Over here we have these. See, this one should be green and it's white. And these 2 should be white, but they're green. So those are fake. We just looked at the flower. Okay, now we're on to statues. The fake variants have a shovel. Both of these have a shovel, so yep, they're both fake. The lupus has its tongue sticking out. All three of these have its tongue sticking out. These ones have beads, like necklace beads. Okay, that one we know is fake. Let's find out if these other two are. That one's also fake. See, I can't tell from that small of an angle. All three of these are fake. Okay, we'll come back for these. I mean, we're just going outside the house to trash everything. Because we can't sell these, we have to throw them in the trash. So many fake paintings all go into waste. Again, in, like, the one I could see, like, these statues, not these ones, these ones. I could see us using these statues. Like, honestly, I could see us using these, like, right with the shovels to, like, signify something. Or, like, stand guard at a gate. We're still gonna destroy them. The only one I will keep is one of, I think it's Nike. There's a Nike one that I think that I do want at least one fake variant of. Because even though I don't entirely have a plan to use it, we will figure it out. Okay, so we got all of these discus throwers, and we got to figure out which ones are real, which ones are fake. I think the only fake one is this last one, honestly. Just looking at them. A robust statue. That one's real. That one's real. I don't know. I can't see the thing on that. So the fake variant has a wristwatch. 3 of these don't have a wristwatch. Only this one does. You can see it's fake. So we have 3 real variants of this one. Oh, and hey, look, it's this one. And see, I told you, the real one had another man on it. Okay, so we know all 3 of those are fake. I think both of these are fake. Just by looking at them, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it won't let me. Because you see, he has the book. He's holding a book. Yeah, that makes both of these fake. The Rosetta Stone, I don't even have to check. Because you can tell which ones are blue and which one isn't. The gyroid. Both of these are real. They're the ancient statues. Both of these are real because the fake ones will either have like blue eyes or antenna. These don't have either. So yeah, they're real. I saw the cauldrons over here. The tremendous statues. The fake ones have lids. Both of these have lids, so they're both fake. This one, the mystic statue. Okay, so the real one does not have an earring. Really? The real one doesn't? Huh, for some reason I thought the real one did. Huh, curious and curiouser. So this one is real. And Olmec heads, I think these are Olmec heads. Okay. Rockhead statue. I know both of these are fake because they both have upturned lips. The real ones have downturned lips. Both of these Nikes are fake. But I want to keep one. But I know both of those are fake. We don't have a copy of the Thinker. That is, I think the Thinker... No, we're missing a bunch of statues. I was going to say, I think the Thinker and Nike are like the only statues we're missing. No, I think we're missing more statues than we are missing real ones. These great statues are always real, and the Thinkers are always real. So yeah, that's all of our... So we have... And again, I'm keeping this one even though I know it's fake. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 real statues. Alright, wait. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 plus, let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Plus, there's a new one coming tomorrow. We know the painting. We're getting another one of these, and it is real. So yeah, 28 real pieces of art. And yet, we still don't have a Lupus statue. We still don't have a Thinker. We're still missing both sides of the left and right panels. So for every real thing we have, yeah, we've got... So that's... Oh, I think there are 40 or 50 statues in total. And we have duplicates of like half of them. Plus there are, like we have 3 of the Discus Thrower. We have 2 Starry Knights. We have 2, what's it called? We have 2 of the It really does. Like, the fact that we're both so close to having everything and also just missing so many things is infuriating. Like, oh my gosh, we're so close. I think it's 40 paintings. Does it say on this list? 43 pieces of art. And we have over half of them. Well, I know we're missing, I think, 7 total. We're missing 7 total, and we've got duplicates of half of them. How many unique things do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have 9. So yeah, we have almost half original pieces of a full 60 piece or a full 43 piece collection. Oh my gosh, I hate it so much. So we're going to go through this, and I'm looking for duplicates. Things we already have. There are a few exceptions, like these wedding chairs I don't want to get rid of, stuff like that. I'm fine with getting rid of one of these wooden chairs. You know, stuff that's a little rarer that I don't actually need. Or stuff that's a little bit more common that I don't need. I'm fine getting rid of. Like some of this rare stuff, like the wedding stuff, that you can only get in like 1 month a year. No, I'm keeping. These counters are always good to have. The lecture hall desks I've used multiple times. They're pretty useful, actually. Do we need 2 podiums? I'm going to keep them anyways. I know I'm not doing a great job with this, but yeah. So, oh, hi, Lolufree? How are you doing? We already had 2 bookshelves? Because I just made one, huh? Simple panels we always need. So so a few days ago we talked about how there was a controversy, or how there was a rumor. I'm not going to say controversy. I'm not going to say that yet. There was a rumor that we were getting a new Mario Kart game announced later this year, and it was being done. Right, we're getting a new Mario Kart, basically. That's the rumor, and it's going to have a twist. So at the time, I reported on it and was like, hey, my hope is that we get Nintendo Kart. I think the idea of Nintendo Kart is a very good idea. I think it has a lot of potential. I really want a Nintendo Kart. That was what I wanted. And that is still, surprise, surprise, what I want. A Nintendo Kart. I feel like the idea of Nintendo Kart is a very solid one. It has a lot of fun potential. You know, it's freaking Nintendo Kart. As it turns out, the internet is very split on that. The internet is very split. Oh, are we missing? We're missing a baby bear, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the internet is very split on whether or not they actually want a Nintendo Kart. Personally, I'm all aboard Nintendo Kart. I think it's a great idea. Now, a lot of people... Okay, so this is a very complicated issue, and a lot of people are taking it in different ways. The way I take it is that Nintendo Kart is not replacing Mario Kart. Right? This is... I use the comparison on Twitter. It's like this is like a movie getting remade. Like, the original movie is not going anywheres. You can still watch the original, like... Oh, God. The only example off the top of my head is Ghostbusters, which is terrible. Because, the second one was not great, but it wasn't worth all the hassle we gave it. But yeah, so Ghostbusters, then they rebooted it, and everyone got so pissed at the reboot, but it was dumb for us to get pissed at the reboot, because it's not like the original... It was going anywheres. You can still go watch the original Ghostbusters. It didn't go anywhere. And some people don't act like that. Some people act like Ghostbusters 2016, I think, destroyed the franchise. No. Again, the new Ghostbusters was actually pretty good, all things considered. But yeah, that's what it feels like. So I saw a post, and this was my thought. I posted this on Twitter as well. That I saw a post talking about Nintendo Kart. And they were like, oh, the reasons we shouldn't have it... I'm going to keep all these books. The reasons we shouldn't have a Nintendo Kart is because it will... Okay, I'm going to summarize their main 5 points. Give me 1 second. I got to find this. Because this annoyed me. And this started like a spiral. Like, it started with me seeing this post. And then I just kept getting recommended them. So the post is... And don't... Right, this is it's just a post that I disagree with. No, I mean no actual ill will towards the person. It was 5 reasons why Mario Kart rebranding as Nintendo Kart kind of sucks. Again, I don't think Mario Kart's going to be rebranding as Nintendo... First of all, the inherent problem is I don't think Mario Kart's going to be rebranding as Nintendo Kart. First of all. Second of all, the original Mario Kart's not going anywheres. Right? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still on the Switch. It's not like we're getting rid of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. No, it'll still be right there. That hasn't changed. And I feel like people just kind of... We're keeping the Golden Turtles. I feel like people have just kind of forgotten that, or they missed that. Like, I know, oh, well, if this new Nintendo Kart becomes super successful, it will replace Mario Kart. What part of Mario Kart being the best-selling Switch game and having, like, I think it's close to, like, 40 million units sold did you miss? Mario Kart, even if this new game does super well, the old one's not going anywheres. The original did so well that you kind of can't beat it. You know? And that's kind of the position we're in. That you kind of just can't beat the original. It's a whole mess, but their points are: 1, fan favorite characters will be removed. 2, lack of cool and creative original tracks. 3, no new music. 4, items will be messy. And 5, a loss of identity. Just taking those points in order. 1, fan favorite characters will be removed. Again, Mario Kart 8 is still right fucking there. It's the best-selling game on Switch. You probably have a copy of it already. So getting rid of some fan favorite characters literally changes nothing. Because they're still right there, just in a different game. Plus, that's how we breed innovation. I need to blow my nose. Because, like, okay, I saw people complain that we shouldn't be getting a Splatoon 3 right now, because Splatoon 2 Like, it doesn't look like, okay, you add in, like, a new story mode. That still doesn't really change what Splatoon 2 does, right? Like, why are we getting a new Splatoon? The way I see people talk about this new Mario Kart, it's the exact same fucking reason. Like, someone will say, like, oh, we shouldn't be getting Splatoon 3. Nintendo doesn't need to go back and rehash Splatoon 3. And yet they'll look at this new Mario Kart and be like, oh, I want the new Mario Kart to be exactly like Mario Kart 8. And I know this person isn't saying they want it to be exactly like Mario Kart 8. They want it to have new stuff. But I think the way to go is to do something entirely different and do Nintendo Kart. Yeah, you lose some fan favorite characters. But you bring in a lot of new ones as well. I know people like Mario, okay? You slap it on a shirt. People like Mario. Guess what? People like other games as well. And I know Link is in Link, Animal Crossing, in Splatoon are all in Mario Kart. What about the people who like Kirby? I know people who... Again, Kirby is one of the greatest fictional characters of all time. Straight up, no lie, he's shaped like a friend. He's the perfect character design. I know people whose favorite character is Kirby. Why isn't Kirby in Mario Kart 8? He was in the Smash Bros. Trailer. He was seriously right there. Instead, we got Cat Peach and Cat Mario. Instead, we got Pink Gold Peach. And I know people will say, like, oh, well, just remove the clones. We can do more than just remove the clones. Strip back them. It's like I've been saying, if we ever, let's say in a decade we reboot Smash Bros., you can't just start with, like, the roster we have right now. That's just unachievable. Getting more... Yeah, we can get rid of that. Like, taking the Smash Bros. Roster we have right now, you can't start at, what are we, 90-something? No, you have to start from 0 if you were to ever reboot Smash Bros. And that's what I feel about here. We're basically rebooting Mario Kart. We have to start at 0. We get a few of the core main Mario characters in there, right? The obvious, the fan favorites, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong. We get all the fan favorites in there, but we cut out all the Koopa Troopas. We cut out, I don't know, Lakitu. We cut out, like, a lot of some of those, like, less popular characters, and we add in Link, Zelda, Samus, Yoshi stays, Yoshi gets to stay, Pikachu, Sonic. I know Sonic has his own racing games, and some of them are good. I didn't personally care for, I played the new one once, I didn't care for it. But Sonic, okay, and that'll get to a point I say later. But you cut all these characters and you add in new ones. Having Sonic race alongside Mario would be really cool. Having Sonic run next to Mario. Like, instead of every character having their own... Like, one of the great things Mario Kart 8 did, and I think it's good, is give everyone their... Like, giving all these kart customization options and allowing you to pick which karts do you want. I have no idea which floor is the B floor. This one? Brown honey? This one? Are you talking this one? But yeah, I think it's good to cut characters. I really do. I think it's important to do. I think that's a good thing. And it allows us to put in so many more characters. Like Ness. Like the... yeah, I'd be fine with Ice Climbers. Ganondorf. I'd be cool with Ganondorf. I'm just looking at my amiibos right now. I saw someone make a post that was like, I want new Mario Kart I want Mario Kart characters to stay like Mario Kart. Like, I'm fine with Link getting in. I'm fine with, like, Pikachu getting in. But I don't want Marth getting in. That defeats the point, in my opinion. You need to have the cool, like, cartoony characters amongst the more realistic characters. And Link is technically a more realistic character. Link looks more human than some of these other things. But no, I think you need to have characters like Marth, Ike, Robin. Maybe not Corrin, but definitely those three. I think those three have kind of earned their spots. I know I have strong feelings on this, but this has been boiling over with me on Twitter for, like, the past, like, few days now. And I kind of got to just let it out. Their second point is lack of creative tracks. Okay, and you can find this whole. I retweeted this with a comment on Twitter, and it's, oh, if you were to make it Nintendo Karts, the new tracks would be so limited because they would have to be based on existing Nintendo games. Whereas, you know, in Mario Kart we get all these creative tracks like Coconut Mall, Rainbow Road, Mount Wario, Waluigi's Pinball. That's their 4 examples. And yeah, it is true, though places like that don't exist in the Nintendo universe, but they're represented in this game. Okay, that's a fair point. But you know how many other great courses could be represented in this? You know how many other possibilities there are here? Like, you know how many other, like, we could have, like, all sorts of Nintendo courses. Like, I picture, like, a Pikmin course, where you're, like, driving around in, like, the real world, but you're really small. Kind of like the Toy Box course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? You could totally do a Fire Emblem course where you're driving across a battlefield. Why not? There's got to be a space course for Metroid, right? There's so many possibilities for Zelda courses. Race across the Great Sea, right? There's just so many, like, this, it makes it sound like, oh, well, Mario Kart does all these interesting things. Nintendo would be limited to Nintendo games. You know how many IPs Nintendo has? I think it's well, like, and, like, mainline IPs, I don't know, maybe, like, 30-ish. Non-mainline IPs, I think they have, like, over 100. Nintendo has a lot of stuff. They have a lot they can pull from, and I think people just don't give them enough credit for that. Because, again, they have, like, Smash Bros. Is mostly, like, 30, like, popular-ish IPs and a few other less popular ones. Plus, again, if they can get Sonic in there, if they could get Pac-Man in there, there's so much potential. Their third point was no new music. This is a point I kind of get. Because while I think Smash Bros. Has a great soundtrack, it's a soundtrack built by standing on the shoulders of giants. You have all these other great soundtracks, and it just takes their best songs and puts them into one game and remixes. I get that. This is a point I do understand, is that we're not going to get, like, a bunch of brand new original songs. Instead, we're just going to get remixes of already existing songs. This is the one point. I don't think it's a deal breaker by any means, because, again, a lot of these games have really good soundtracks. But, like, I kind of get this point. This is the one that I do actually kind of get. 4 items get messy, so, you know, their whole complaint here is that, well, oh, in Mario Kart, we all know what a red shell does and a green shell, but in this new Mario Kart, oh, maybe the red shell will be like a missile from Metroid, and maybe the blue shell will, or the green shell will be a, I can't think of, like, a good green shell example, but I'm sure there's one. Oh, maybe instead of getting, bombed by a bomb, you instead get bombed by a Zelda, like a Breath of the Wild, bomb. Oh my god, that would be so hard for people to figure out. Oh, maybe instead of getting inked by a blooper, maybe you get inked by, like, a Tenta missile or something from Splatoon. Oh my god, that would be so hard for new players to figure out. First of all, new players would have no trouble figuring it out, right? If they're new to the series, they have no pre-expectations. And us old players, we'd pick it up in, like, a day. I can guarantee you, we'd pick it up so much faster than they'd give us credit for. This is just a non-problem. Just straight up, this is just nitpicking every little thing to try to create a problem where none exists. And then their final point is loss of identity, and I'll just read directly from the tweet. Mario Kart will have become Smash Bros. Racing. The same characters, the same locations, the same music, only now it's racing instead of fighting. That sounds awesome! Like, seriously, that sounds great. Like, Sega for Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, or whatever that game was called, it had Sombra de Amigo, it had Knights. I think freaking Wreck-It Ralph was in that game. And that was really cool. Like, having all those Sega references was actually, like, a great addition to that game. I see no problem with Nintendo doing the exact same thing. And again, it's not like the original Mario Kart is going anywheres. The original Mario Kart's right there. You can just play... I can't choose between those. You can just play the original. It's on the same fucking system, for Christ's sake. I'm just... And then, like, I kept... And, like, this is one of the takes I saw. There was another take I saw where it was people asking... So, again, I mean no hate against this actual person. I just don't like this take. It's people asking for Mario Kart to become Nintendo Kart feels like someone were to look at Breath of the Wild and say, this is okay. Be better if you could play as Donkey Kong in it, though. Terrible take. First of all, Zelda is non-comparable to Mario Kart, and even to Smash Bros. They're completely different things. They're apples and oranges. Right? This would be like, oh, I wish Master Chief would show up in the new, oh god, what's a terrible example? I wish Master Chief would show up in the Elder Scrolls 6. Like, that makes no fucking sense, because it's a terrible take. And this right here is a terrible take. Like, if they had, like, the example I countered with is if you had said, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, Kirby showed up in Hyrule Warriors? Like, again, I still think they're wrong, because I think making a Smash Bros. Style Warriors game would also be pretty cool. And I've said the same thing about Mario Party. Making a Nintendo Party where it's all a bunch of different boards based on, like, different Nintendo IPs. So there's, like, a Pikmin board, where instead of going around the board and collecting coins, you're instead gathering Pikmin to make 100 Pikmin armies that you then throw at opposing, like, forces to get, I don't know, like, rare nectar or something like that instead of stars. Like, there's so much potential. I keep going back to Pikmin, but it's just because it's simple to make ideas for, because Pikmin's such a strong concept. There is so much potential here to do other things. And yet, if people are just scared to, like, Mario Kart's going to change forever. If it sells better than Mario Kart... And it will only change forever if it sells better than Mario Kart 8. Which, again, Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling game on Switch. And there are people who are convinced that this new one will not sell better... Or that this new, like, if they were to release a second Mario Kart on the Switch, it's doomed to fail because the first Mario Kart's already there. So there are people who are both convinced that this game will fail, while at the same time thinking this will dilute the Mario Kart brand and, like, destroy it because it'll be too successful and it'll overwrite people's like of the original Mario Kart. Again, we're living in topsy-turvy world. Almost every counterpoint. I'm not going to say every. I've seen like one or two good points. Neither of which I'm going to... Again, the music one I think is fair. And I saw like one other point where I was like, yeah, that's... Oh, the other point I saw that I was like, yeah, I agree with that. Is once they announce it's Nintendo Kart, every day people are going to be like, who is the next character getting added to Nintendo Kart? Basically all that Smash Bros. Speculation that ended is just going to start up again, but with Mario Kart instead. That's a fair point. That I could see being really annoying. Yep, I will completely agree with that one. That's a good point. But I want Nintendo Kart. A Nintendo Kart, Nintendo Party, Super Smash Warriors, all three games I would love. Because they have potential. And I know they do. I know we have all these tarantulas and scorpions. I'll sell them to Flick one day. I'm in no stress. I know we didn't clear out much storage space today, but we cleared out a little. And now we're in all this stuff. I don't want to get rid of any gyroids yet. We will one day, but not today. Yeah, and this is just resources. Yeah. But no, I am totally in favor of a Nintendo Kart. I think it is a logical next step, especially because Mario Kart is already on Switch. So if you're going to do something different, do something radically different. Either that, or give us a new F-Zero game, or give us a remake of Kirby's Air Ride. Maybe a new Kirby's Air Ride. I think a remake would be easier, personally, and I'd take a remake. Or just put City Trial mode in the new... Instead of having a battle mode, put City Trial mode in. Because Smash Bros. Smash Bros. On 3DS played around with City Trial mode. And while it for sure wasn't perfect, really, actually, it was pretty flawed, I liked the idea. Conceptually, it was good. So I would love to see Mario Kart add City Trial mode. Because it's a fun mode. It, like, really is. And I'd love to see that instead of, like, a battle mode. How much is this vase? But yeah, that's just... So all week on Twitter, I've just been seeing the worst takes about this Nintendo Kart. It totally needs to... It needs to happen. Like, it's the logical conclusion. I saw someone make a joke about Wario Kart, where, like, all the characters were from the WarioWare series of games. And I don't think that's a terrible take either. That's one where I'm like, yeah, I guess I could see that as, like, a smaller spin-off game, but I could also see them just straight up adding, like, Ashley into a Smash Kart. Again, it depends on how many characters they do, and, like, are they going to do custom karts like they did in the previous one? Are they just going to give each character their own kart? I feel like that would be an interesting way to go, where, like, every character has, like, their own unique kart, and, like, literally for Sonic is just running. And, like, it played... Because the problem with Sonic R was not that Sonic was running. The problem with Sonic R was how it played. If you fix how it... 310? If you fixed how Sonic R plays, it maybe... And you just make it play more like Mario Kart, that's fine. Because the final point I brought up is... So people are like, oh, this dilutes Mario Kart's brand. And I look at, like, all these other racing games. Nicktoons Kart Racers 2. Garfield Kart. What was the third one I mentioned? Nicktoons Kart Racers, Garfield Kart, and Chocobo Racing. If you look at those games, the IP isn't the problem, right? Having a Nicktoons racing game, okay, that could be good. Garfield, it's a little weird, but okay. Chocobo Racing, a Final Fantasy racing game? Yeah, that could be great. The problem is the games aren't good. That's how you dilute a brand. You don't dilute a brand with the characters. You dilute the brand by making the game not good. Straight up, it's that simple. That's the problem. And I'll give you Crash Team Racing and Sonic and that new Sonic game, Sonic Team Racing, Sonic. Again, there was the Wii U one, which I think was Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. And then there was Sonic Team Racing, which was the new one, which was like a 3-player racing game. And then there was Crash Team Racing, the Nitro Fueled or whatever the new one was. The reason those aren't like those kind of killed the brand is because they're not good games. The Sonic, I know some people liked that Sonic game. I don't know anybody who's playing it anymore. I don't know a single person who is playing it anymore. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, on the other hand, is a fantastic game. It's a very technical racer for like a kart racer. Mario Kart's very simple in comparison, but Crash Team Racing is a very good game. The problem is, though, fucking scumbag Activision Blizzard added in microtransactions to the game and just ruined it. That just straight up ruined it. They made the game way more grindy to encourage people to buy microtransactions. They just ruined it. Straight up. That's what killed those brands. That's why we have... I mean, admittedly, that was this generation. But if we never get another Sonic or a Crash Racing game again, that's why. And that's why we didn't get a Crash Racing game for years. Because there was one on, I want to say, the PS2 or the Xbox or something. There was a Crash Racing game. And it was terrible. And it killed off the brand until Nitro Fuel came out. There was a Crash Party game that was a ripoff of Mario Party. Guess what? It was terrible, and that's why we haven't seen one in years. And even though recent Mario Party games have been terrible, guess what? The newest one is pretty good. And it took us a while to get there, but the old ones were so good that it kept people around. And if Mario Kart is as good as we all know it is. Even if they do Nintendo Kart, the old game's still there. It'll still bring people around. When, let's say, in 10 years, they do a new Mario... I know 10 years is a long time, but that's just the example I always use. And, like, the Switch 2 is out, and they do a new Mario Kart, it'll be Mario Kart 9. And I'd take anything over that shitty fucking mobile game that's filled with loot boxes. Oh my god, that thing's a fucking mess and I hate it. And they keep adding new DLC to it because chumps keep giving it money. Fuck, come on. But yeah, I'm totally on board with Nintendo Kart. 1000% it's gotta happen. Because I think that's the only way you go. Because we already have a great Mario Kart game on Switch. So give us a spin-off. Give us Nintendo Kart. Give us something new. That's my, like, I think I talked for, 30 minutes about that? Yeah, that's my take on it. It's a big one. But it's I just keep seeing it on Twitter, and I just keep seeing terrible takes, and that I just disagree with. And I was going to actually give this rant yesterday, and I forgot. But yeah, tomorrow is the 12th. Tomorrow we are working on the house. Our little boy house here has been kind of empty for the past few days. Everything is just in this corner. I have no ideas. I'm going to probably do some research after this, but we'll get to that when we get to that. That's the plan for tomorrow anyways. Again, we're still looking out for DIY. I'm missing a specific DIY recipe or two, and then we'll redo the basement. Again, I got to do something with the studio at some point, but I don't have really any good ideas. But yeah, that's just what I've been tweeting about all day, is these terrible takes. Remember when So it's the same person who I was just complaining about, right? That guy who'd made the 5 points about Nintendo Kart. Since Nintendo, the Nintendo Kart thing got us on the subject of crossovers, remember the time Splatoon did a SpongeBob-themed Splatfest? Yeah, I do. I thought that was fine. They also did a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones, and I liked that one. And they did a Mario one, and the Mario one was great. I like crossovers. What kind of... Like, I know, you look at a company like Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers is cynically using its IP to do crossovers. Like, there's no... Like, okay, Ready Player One is one thing. I get Ready Player One. But there was no reason for the new Space Jam to be a crossover. But there are people who can do this with love. Again, Sakurai is the best and also one of the only examples. Again, I thought the Ready Player One movie was fine. Better than the book, in my opinion. Because the book is popcorn. At least the movie was trying, you know. I don't know. I guess I just have really hot takes on this. Because I think it needs to happen. And I think Nintendo Party needs to happen. Nintendo Warriors, I also think would be a decent idea. Because, again, I know nobody liked the Fire Emblem Warriors, but I just... Fire Emblem Warriors, I know, is getting more popular all the time, but I don't know if it's a strong enough brand. Zelda clearly is. I know Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity are the two best-selling Warriors games ever. But I love, like, Mario and Donkey Kong and Samus and Captain Falcon all running around and doing their thing. That could be fun. Oh my gosh. I did not have a sip of water that entire thing. Oh. But yeah, God, I can't. I just kept going there, and I still could. I'm sure I still could. I'm sure I could just search up Mario Kart on Twitter and just keep finding the worst takes. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end off, and yeah, tomorrow we'll work on the house or something. I hope you'll... Oh god, imagine Link or Zelda flying on a loft wing. I just saw the amiibo, that's why I said it. Either that or they do Mario planes. Instead of Mario race cars, they do Mario planes. I still don't think that's a great idea. It's like when Cars did the planes movie. Among Us and Mario Kart. I just pulled up Twitter. Okay, I'm ending off. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace. Freddy Fazbear and Mario Kart.